So first thing you're going to do is lay out whatever you're going to pack. Suitcase, duffel bag, I prefer mine with wheels always. Then I go into the notes in my phone and make a list of literally everything that I'm going to bring with me. Also, I create an album in my phone of everything that I'm going to pack. All the outfits, I lay them on the ground, I just snap pictures of them, you don't have to put them on, nothing fancy. Sometimes I'll take screenshots of outfits I've worn before, but I create a separate album in my phone so I know what's in my luggage. Have you ever gotten back from a trip and you're unpacking and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I brought this, like I could have worn this? Yeah, that's also to prevent it. So when you want to pick an outfit, you can just swipe through the photos on your phone, you remember that you have it, and if you don't unpack in a place of your destination, it also prevents you from ripping through your suitcase and creating a mess. To pack my items in my suitcase, I use the rolling method. This is actually used by the military because it saves so much space, and I just kind of Tetris them all together and pile them. I also keep my smaller items like bikinis and lingerie and underwear in these cheap little bags that I got just to keep them organized so they don't get tangled within each other or, one piece goes missing. These items are so great for organization. I even keep them in my drawers, and they're super cheap. You can get them on Amazon, Dollar Tree. You can see I have a few variations of them, but I just kind of Tetris everything together wherever there's a space. I absolutely love these travel bags with compartments. I think it keeps everything so organized. Here I'm using it for my makeup. If you ever have a big makeup bag and you're just digging and digging and digging and can't find anything, no. So in this way, you can see everything. It's right in front of you. And then even if you don't use it for makeup, you can use it for other things, smaller items such as jewelry and stuff. I had put my other items in a little pink bag, just things like more unconventional items like scissors and tweezers and stuff like that, just to keep it a little bit more organized. Big old bag of toiletries ready to go. Also, while I'm packing, I'm charging everything that I'm going to bring with me: cameras, AirPods, laptops. That way everything has a full charge when I get to my destination. Shoes. Okay, so I'm fitting them together like a puzzle, just sticking them anywhere I can. Also, utilize the space within your shoes. Sneakers, as you can see, I'm putting my socks inside of them. If you have big boots, I love to put more fragile items like maybe my jewelry case or a sunglass case or fancy watches that I don't want security at the airport to dig through my bag and find. Now I'm using another one of those cheap little baggies to put in all of my underwear. That way I have it all organized and in one place. I had a little bit more room in this one, so I'm sticking some bras in as well. Otherwise, I would just pick a separate bag, but they surprisingly fit a lot. Okay, and then here, as I'm closing it, it broke, and that's okay because it's cheap and I can get another one, but I'm just tying the string back on and I fixed it, so it will do. And there it goes. That's its little home. I'm just going to squish it right there. Also, for your hair tools or anything with cords, anything, always wrap up the cords. Wrap up the cords. Like, why wouldn't you? It's just going to be so much more organized. And then here I put these little plastic bags with literally all of my lingerie. I am a content creator here on OnlyFans, so you know that I will always be shooting when I'm on my trips, always creating content for my subscribers and my fans. So I bring a ton of lingerie always. And then I just have like another little bag with random stuff. Okay, so getting into bags, purses, backpacks, whatever you're bringing to wear on your trip, there is so much space inside. Look at all that room. So what am I going to do? I'm going to fill it with all my miscellaneous little random items. Here I'm putting in my digital camera because, like I said, I want to shoot, and its charger, I've been charging it. The battery's fully charged. Put it in there, and then I put it into the bag. So that it's, one, safe, two, if security opens my bag, they don't see the valuable items, and also always make sure that it works and make sure it's charged. The last thing you want to do is get there and then your stuff isn't working. But yeah, so I'm utilizing that space inside the bags, putting in if meds, anything. Okay, so for medication, I always check with me ibuprofen, any type of painkiller, charcoal tablets just in case you get sick while you're out there, and antacids like Tums just in case your tummy doesn't feel well, depending on where you're traveling. You can get things like Bali Belly or just not used to the food or water, so it's always good to have some medication on you. And then, as you can see here, I have my jewelry in these little boxes, and I'm putting it inside my purse. Oh, that doesn't fit. See, so again, we're just playing Tetris, kind of puzzling them around. Big necklace, that'll fit in that one. My hair, I actually didn't like it there because it was just going to be too bulky, so I picked something else, little hair jewels, and, it doesn't zip all the way, but I'm just really filling that space. Put the purse face down so the stuff doesn't fall out and, move around. And then, just seeing where everything fits, little puzzles everywhere. Okay, my holy grail. I never ever travel without my hydration replenisher. These are electrolyte powder sticks that you just pour in water. If you don't have access to a ton of water and you want to stay hydrated, it's also packed full of vitamins and antioxidants and, really good electrolytes for you. I mean, there's so much vitamin C in this thing, so traveling that way you don't get sick. Also, if you're out partying, when you're on a vacation and you're hungover the next morning, these things are a lifesaver. I swear they work miracles in like all types of ways. I also always pack one plastic bag. I mean, this one's literally just from Target, like literally anything. And it's just in case any of my stuff gets dirty, and I don't want to pack it back into my suitcase. Like, I have this bag for it. Or if it's like wet, or like even if I just want to use it for dirty laundry, it's always good just to have, because I always need like some type of dirty bag. Like your shoes are dirty or muddy and you just don't want them like touching everything else. And there you go. I also lay out what I'm going to carry on my personal. This is just stuff for my purse. I never ever bring my wallet. If you have stuff in there, just like random things like gift cards and stuff, if your wallet gets stolen, you're going to lose all that. So I use a card holder when I travel, and I just take out what I need, IDs, health insurance cards, credit cards, just my main things I will be using. I always carry cash on me, and then I always bring a pen because, you always need to fill out some type of form and they don't have pens available. The final piece is zipping up the compartments, clipping them down, zipping up the bag, and we are ready to go. Thank you so much for watching.